Well, hello and welcome to Carrstone, our passive house here in Bedfordshire. It's now just over 3 years since we started on this project and we've thoroughly enjoyed the process. We've actually built the house in our garden, so our old house is up there, and it was a key feature of the design actually, that what we were looking for was that whoever moved into our house had exactly the same views as we enjoyed. So the design of the house reflects that, in that one side of it is very low. Well, that's enough about the design from the outside. Let's have a look inside. Come on in. Well, the first thing that you notice when you come into the house are the rigid pipes that come through here. One of the key features of the house is, obviously, from a passive point of view, is air distribution through the mechanical ventilation system. And we have quite a long run to deliver to the western side of the house, with our plant unit here on the eastern side. From an architectural point of view, we had options around boxing it in, creating a bulkhead, and essentially we said, well, no, look, it shows what passive is about. When it came to a question from the plumber regarding hot and cold water, how to get those in the shortest possible distance, we decided to do the same and added 2 more pipes in, which means we've got our 4 pipes here, and they're sort of quite distinctive, but we didn't want to obstruct this space and the high level of the ceiling as you come in through the front door, and that you look through the whole of the house in that first view. I'll show you the plant room now. So this is the MVHR system, the main power unit. Have to say, before we started with all of this, that we thought that this might be a bit complicated to run. To be honest, it is very simple. You have to change your filters once every 3 months or so, but there is really not much to do in terms of controlling it. You can also tell it's very quiet. Don't even notice the noise at all in the house, which was another consideration before we started. I think what we'll do now is we'll go and meet Belinda.
Oh, here she is.
Quite fair to say that we developed this project together, didn't we?
Yes, I was dreading it, but I actually quite enjoyed it in the end.
But we actually got the idea, the first idea to go eco was yours, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, I suppose because I was determined that the planners would accept what we wanted to do.
If you want to go do something eco, then you need a specialist. And so that led us to look for Alan, Eco Designs.
Yeah, and I have a green feel about my life. I do think that we should be very conscious of, and I'm also thrifty, and I don't like wasting money on heating that's leaking out of windows and things.
Generally, that we're sitting at 21, 22 all the time without thinking about it, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know, that it's only when you get real extremes of temperature that we have to be concerned then about cooling or heating. The south side, we do put the blinds down at the peak of the heat, but generally we don't worry too much about it. We don't think too much about it, do we? No. It's just that the temperature is there at a comfortable level, and I think actually you just take it for granted eventually, don't you?
And that first year we had the beast from the east on that first winter, but I think we did have the underfloor heating on, and I was running around in flip-flops and jeans and a blouse, and I needed to go out and get a message and didn't get dressed, and somebody asked me why was I dressed for the summer, and I said I've just literally popped out, because you live in an ambient temperature.
The whole thing with passive, isn't it, is the quality.
Yeah.
That you're obliged to sort of work with in terms of making sure that everything's finished properly. Windows have to be of a certain quality, don't they?
Yeah. You kept raving about the handles and the mechanism and all of this, and I was going, yes, it's a window, but now I know why. It's fundamental to that plus the structure and the insulation is what makes it.
Yeah, and we've got an air source heat pump which provides the heating, the hot water. Having looked at the design, and I think that was one of the key factors in getting Passive Plus, we decided to go with a whole PV roof system.
So how many panels have we got?
91 panels, generate 22 or 24 kilowatt peak. But over the last 3 years, we are basically that we get paid the net cost of our electricity is 0 or minus numbers. That we get money back over and above what we use, and that includes charging a large electric car, the Tesla. We're so pleased with the results that it's a house that you just feel so comfortable in, from without having to,
24/7.
without having to
Summer
think
and
about
winter.
it. Yeah.